Hello, it is Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday crossword today, so a midweek, mid-difficulty themed puzzle. And this midweek, mid-difficulty themed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Lake House Bros, Adam and Annette Noble, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them, benefactors of the Daily Self Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this channel. They make it a sustainable part of my daily work, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thanks so much to those 6 and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon at any level. If you'd like to do so yourself, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link to find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those 6 I mentioned, the Let's Check the Crosses official Daily Solve mug. Thanks again so much to everybody who does support the channel in that way. It really does mean a lot to me. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is a big help. You can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server via the description field link below the video. All right. Let's get on to today's crossword by Luke K. Schreiber, who's constructed a small handful of puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano, and it's a Wednesday puzzle. It will have a theme. Let's find out what it is, and let's start solving. Best of the best. The elite, the cream, neither of those is long enough. I don't know. Phooey. Not sure about that either. Show advertiser. A theater or show advertiser. I'm not sure what that's getting at. Rare blood type for short. I can never remember which ones are the rare ones. Maybe something negative. Oh, negative maybe? Show advertiser. UC Irvine athlete. Oof. I do not know. Worm found in every ecosystem on Earth, even the deepest oceans. I wonder if I'll recognize this when I see it. It often has card and receipt slots. An ATM? Is this a nematode, maybe? Nintendo video game series suggested by every answer running through this one. Right. Wow. Interesting. What are some Nintendo video game series that are possibly this long? The Legend of Zelda? No. Super Mario Brothers? I mean, that fits. Super Mario Brothers fits, although that immediately looks disastrous crossing these. I guess this might not be negative, but even if it were positive, that it would still be equally disastrous, so maybe not. I'm not sure. That's funny. We'll have to come back to this and see what it is. What about some of the smaller things crossing it? Complain about. To harp about, or carp about, actually. Those rhyme. To complain about, to, I don't know. Those both sort of work for me. Narrow inlet. Oh, Rhea. Okay, so maybe it is harp or carp. And then literary, I'm not sure. Bucko. Does it mean bucko, way you'd refer to maybe a chai, say bucko or champ or something like that? I'm not sure. Religious figure in red. Saint something? No, a cardinal, of course. Cardinals famously wear red. I was wondering if it was a specific saint associated with the color red, but no, I think it's probably a cardinal because that's the sort of intrinsic. Bucko, sport. Right, okay, yeah, I was on the right track with that. Literary, I was going to say lion. Literary lion isn't a titan of literature, but then ND looks strange. No, that's actually correct. Confidentiality contract familiarly is an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. So if you sign it, you're not supposed to then be able to talk about the thing in question, although I think they're not enforceable in many places. But anyway, this probably is literary lion. And then here we have deal with as a problem, take on a problem, maybe? Tennis star Monica, no, that's Monica Seles. So tackle a problem, that's it. And words from a volunteer, I can. Section of the New York Times, many newspapers have an arts section, so I think that's probably it. Glorify, to exalt someone is to glorify them. Body spray brand, Axe body spray. And then Bonnie and Clyde, e.g., what are we looking for there? I'm not quite sure. I mean, it looks like we're referring to the people rather than, say, the film, because it's not in quotation marks or anything like that. Fivers. Abe's, Abraham Lincoln, is on the $5 bill. Bank robbers. Oh, right. Okay, so we are referring to the actual people themselves. Okay, great. So is that a no, you might ask? Oh, right. I forgot to look at this now that I've solved a few of these. Nintendo video game series. Animal Crossing? I mean, that fit. I have to imagine that must be right because it fits with the ALC. It's the correct number of letters. I mean, how many how many possible answers could there be that fit those characteristics? So what does it say? Nintendo video game series suggested by every answer running through this one. Oh, lion cardinal. They're animal they're animals crossing this clue. Wow, that's very good. That's very good. So to complain about is carp about then? I guess actually harp wouldn't have even been right because, well, so you know that could be right. You could say no, you couldn't because you wouldn't say harp about. You'd say harp on. You say you're really harping on that. Yeah. Okay. So I think that actually couldn't have ever been correct. So carp was always going to be the answer. Tax exempt campaign organization. Are PACs, are political action committees, tax exempt? I didn't know that, but I probably should have known that. Anyway, dollar informally. A clam. Oh, right. Of course, they have to be animals. That's so good. So I'll need to remember that. Here we have some kind of pig, which makes sense. A guinea pig is an experiment subject. No. Oof, that was a disastrous misspelling. There we go. Guinea pig. And word with lawyer or balloon. My first thought was balloon animal, but no. Legal. No, I was thinking of legal eagle. It's a phrase sometimes used to refer to lawyers. Balloon. Trial. Yeah, trial lawyer or trial balloon. That's it. Okay. Iroquois nation. Seneca. Wharton degree. I think Wharton is business school. So Master of Business Administration. And then très, could be très bien in French, just very good. Okay, some foreigners who have yet to make contact for short. Yet to make is this a pun or not? Some foreigners who have yet to make contact. Oh, is it ETs, extraterrestrials, as in sort of aliens from outer space? They've yet to contact humanity. Fooey. Not sure. Has no more. If you have no more of something, you are out. So if she has no more, she is out. Nickel and dimer, question mark. I don't know. Maybe let's find more animals. haven't really followed up on that significantly. UC Irvine athlete. Oh, are they the anteaters? That would fit with ant, so I bet it's the answer. Oh, this probably is nematode. How do you spell that? Is it like this? Aspiring Jedi from the planet Jakku. Oh, is that the Rey character? I didn't remember the name of that planet, but that must be Rey, the Rey character from the more recent Star Wars films. And then comic actor Chris. I don't know offhand. Let's see. George Orwell's alma mater. Well, as with many British entries in the crossword who are clued with respect to their schools, it is Eton, the fancy prep school just outside of London. Samurai sword, a katana. Natty dresser, a dandy, someone who's sort of very concerned with their dress. Interprets as a defense does a quarterback. Reads, as in you sort of read what they're going to do, presumably. And then ID created in 1936, Social Security number, is a unique identification number in the United States used for various purposes. So that is reads, show advertiser, market. Chris, is it red? Show advertiser. Marker? I don't know what this is, sorry. Rare blood type for short. Okay, well, O negative doesn't look right. Or B negative? Barker? Oh, a barker, right. So, like a carnival barker, for instance, but in this case, a barker outside of a theater calling out to passersby to attempt to sell them tickets. There we go. Okay, so Chris Red, who maybe I don't know. Do I know who that is? Maybe I'd recognize if I saw them. I'm not sure. Let's look for more animals. Cupid, e.g., is, I don't know. Cupid, e.g., is Cupid an animal? It must be used. It must be a sort of idiomatic expression or something. Airhead, a dodo. That's an extinct animal. A member of a historically privileged U.S. group. Historically privileged. Maybe WASP in the sense of a kind of, sort of kind of aristocratic. Not that America ever had an official aristocracy, but a sort of, the kind of implicit aristocratic class of the U.S. It might need to be recapped. Oh, sorry, and that stands for White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. It might need to be recapped. A plot? Oh, a pen. No, a pen. You recap a pen. You put a cap back on it, of course. Close tightly to seal. Okay, niche. Niche. Oh, can't quite see that, sorry. Small shoelace sheath is an aglet, the little holes through which shoelaces go. I keep forgetting to get the animals. What about this? World's largest venomous snake, king cobra. There we go. There's one. And there should be another one here. State fossil of Indiana. That's funny. I'm not going to know what that is. Jungle peeper. What kind of animal might look at you in a jungle? I don't know. Blank Aid, Kool-Aid. We can see that it's a brand with this capitalized A. I assume that's what this is, Kool-Aid, the drink. Spiny plant. Right, I would have assumed cactus, but maybe not. Jungle people, oh, some kind of dog, maybe? State fossil of Indiana. I don't know. Doctor from Compton. Oh, no, this probably isn't dog, because this is probably Dr. Dre. So, state fossil, so it's some kind of dinosaur, I guess, then. Something Dawn that sounds like it would be. Jungle peeper, a frog, maybe. Yeah, why would it have been dogs? You don't really have wild jungle dogs. Goes on foot with it, hoofs it. Spiny plant. Okay, I still can't see it. Kind of acid that forms proteins, an amino acid. Sort of basic building block of life, as I think it's often put. Quantity and amount, and it's abbreviated because quantity is abbreviated itself, so there we go. Shoppers stop. A mart? Ah, okay. I see. Oh, mastodon must be the official state fossil of Indiana. It's new to me, and an animal, of course, as well. Oh, tree frog. Yes, okay. Cute little creatures. Beverage brewed outdoors. Sun tea, which I think I may have learned about initially through the crossword. Yeah, there we go. So a spiny plant, a teasel. Okay, I've probably seen that word. It's not one that's in my active vocabulary, but it looks right. A public speaking coach might tell you to avoid these uhs. I mean, if you can, it's preferable. Feline lines are meows. I mean, lines as in, I was trying to think of coloring on a cat's coat, but no, it's meows, the lines that they say, so to speak. Okay, Cupid. Right, some kind of bear? Moon bear? LaShawn, who wrote When Your Child Drives You Crazy. Ida LaShawn? Or is it Ada LaShawn? Maybe I'm misremembering her name. What about this? I want this to be a bear of some kind. Something. No, it's not. It's something to do with to add, to sum things up, to add them together. Reindeer. Okay, I was right the first time. Okay, so Cupid. Oh, right, of course. I was only thinking of the sort of god of love, but oops, no, this is wrong. Ada LaShawn. There we go. Um, yeah, I was only thinking of the sort of god of love, but no, one of Santa's reindeer in that poem is named Cupid. So there we go. Okay, image cultivating group informally. Image cultivating group. I'm not sure what that is about. Smoothie berry, the acai berry. Protector against stains. Not sure. Thin crimped fabric is. Not sure. Special ops, maybe? Protector against. Oh, apron while cooking, for instance. Okay, so that probably is special ops. And then Brooklyn Ballers, the Brooklyn Nets have heard of. Thin crimped fabric. Oh, crepe. Yeah. So, yeah, used in, I don't know, sometimes dresses or, I don't know, maybe drapery. Image cultivating group informally. A PR team, I see, a public relations team cultivates an image of their client. And then nickel and dimer is numismatist. Yeah. That's someone who evaluates coins, right? That would make sense. Anno Domini, there we go. So AD, the year of our Lord. Fui is, not sure. News anchor Burnett. Aaron Burnett, I've heard of. That must be right. Best of the best, the finest. Okay, that took me a while to get. I'm obviously not the best of the best. Fui, fudge, you might say, in frustration. And then a loan shark is a usurer, someone who charges, usurious, very high interest rates. Okay, sudden loud noise. A bam, maybe? Come up, arise. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Ferndine Blank, Mr. Rochester's residence at the end of Jane Eyre. Manor, I guess, probably. I don't remember this. Sudden loud noise. Yeah, it is bam. Okay, probably is Manor, Ferndine Manor. So Chinese noodle dish is lo mein. Portent is an omen, sign of things to come. Very, very is ever so. And then finally, a niche is an alcove, right? So a physical niche. I was thinking of a niche as in a kind of area of specialty, but no, this is a physical niche from which the more metaphorical usage derives. And then more on edge is tenser. You're more tense. So there we go. A nice simple theme, but one that was worth thinking about before the puzzle was done, I thought, because it was so extensive throughout the grid. I mean, this is actually quite impressive now that I'm thinking about it, to have this many crosses that all fit a theme. I mean, this is certainly going to be, this would be, if you added up all of the clues that directly tie into the theme, this would be very high, I think, relative to most themed crosswords. So let's see, we had our Animal Crossing video game series suggested by every answer running through this one. So Crossing, Animal Crossing, we had anteater, nematode, guinea pig, clam, carp, lion, cardinal, reindeer, dodo, wasp, seal, king cobra, mastodon, and tree frog. Very impressive. I can imagine this must have been a tricky thing to put together. Because it's not, it's not unbelievably constrained in terms of specific letters, but needing to find, I imagine there must have been quite a lot of trial and error making this whole thing work. It's pretty impressive. And of course, because of the symmetry of the grid, there needed to be, equal numbers of clues of the same length, because anteater is symmetrical to tree frog, mastodon is symmetrical to nematode, etc., which means they have the same number of letters. So that was a further constraint. Yeah, really nice theme. Nice, simple theme, but impressively thorough. Enjoyed that a lot by Luke K. Schreiber. Hope you did as well. I'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday edition of the Crossword, so do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.